Targeted areas. Do you know what that is? In real estate, a targeted area refers to a specific geographic location that has been identified by a government agency or an organization as an area where additional resources or assistance programs may be available to promote homeownership or economic development. Hi, my name is Josette Gamble. I am a local real estate agent right here in Tampa, Florida, and I enjoy turning renters into homeowners. Today, we are talking about targeted areas. If you are new here, go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that you know every time I upload a new video. In this video, I want to show you how to find properties in targeted areas. It's very easy to do, but I'm going to go step by step to show you how you can identify these properties so that if you're looking to buy a house, you might be able to get down payment assistance based on where the home is located. So let's jump right into it. When it comes to targeted areas, you will hear these four terms when you are searching, or you will see these four terms when you are searching for properties: low, moderate, middle, and upper. What does that really mean, right? These low to upper, the income limits, they are actually based on the area median income. So you will hear AMI a lot if you are looking into targeted areas. You're going to hear the word, this is low. Is it low, or is it moderate, or is it in the middle or upper? And basically, it is just based on the median income, the area median income for that specific geographical area, right? So let me explain what they each mean before I continue with this video. So, low income area is a census tract where the median family income is less than 50% of the area median income. Moderate income area is a census tract where the median family income is at least 50%, but it's less than 80% of the area median income. And then you have the middle income area. It is a census tract where the median family income is at least 80%, but it is less than 120% of the area median income. And then you have the last one, which is the upper income area. It is a census tract where the median family income is above 120% or higher of the area median income. So you want to kind of keep that in the back of your mind as we proceed to actually do the search. You're going to see we're going to be looking for these words. You're going to be looking for low or moderate, middle, and upper, and that will tell you if the property is qualified for or is in a census, not just qualified, but if the property is actually in a census tract area, or is in an area that is designated as a targeted area. So back of your head, keep that. Again, guys, before I proceed further, if you've not yet subscribed to this channel and you're a first-time home buyer, you're looking to buy a house in the Tampa Bay area, you want to subscribe to this channel, because on this channel, I am giving you all the information about down payment assistance, first-time home buyer programs, and I help you through the process from beginning to end in purchasing your home. Whether you're buying a home for the first time or whether you're a pro at this, I am here to help you. My number is on the screen somewhere, or it is in the description somewhere. I am a licensed real estate agent in the Tampa Bay area, and I love helping people, specifically first-time home buyers. So if that's you, go ahead and give me a follow. So, what are some of the benefits to buying a house in a targeted area? First off, let me say that I explained what a target area was and why certain areas are considered to be targeted areas. So if you are thinking of buying a house in a targeted area, you want to know for sure that you want to move into that area because they are targeted areas for a reason, right? So those of them, some of these neighborhoods are neighborhoods that are probably not close to schools, not close to hospitals or major highways or things like that, which makes it a little bit more tricky for people to want to move there. But if you are willing to move into a location where you don't mind, the extra drive, then hey, this video will definitely help you out. So here are some of the reasons why I think you should consider buying a house in a targeted area. And then I'm going to show you how to look for homes in targeted areas. So here it is. There are relaxed eligibility for assistance programs. So buying in a target area often simplifies the qualification for down payment assistance and home buying assistance programs that are offered by entities like the Florida Housing Finance Authority. It makes it easy if the house is already in an area that they are targeting to build up. It makes it easier, right? The house is already there, right? Number two, you have a wider eligibility. So by wider, I mean this: you don't necessarily have to be a first-time home buyer to buy a house in a targeted area. So that's a plus. Number three, their higher purchase price. You can typically buy a more expensive house in a targeted area and still qualify for assistance because the assistance is not based on the price of the house. Does that make sense? The assistance is based on the location of the house. There are targeted areas not just in Tampa, not just Hillsborough County. You can find targeted areas in Pasco County. You can find targeted areas in Polk, Pinellas County. So do some research, and I'm going to show you how to find, because there's the census map that you can plug in an address to know if it is in a targeted area. That helps to make the down payment assistance even a little bit more easier. And also you can even get a little bit more based on, funds, available funds, and based on where the house is. So don't sleep on that, guys. Don't sleep on that at all. One of the things you're going to look for when you are researching your property, when you find an address, you are going to be looking at a census tract map. And most of them are, if you can look at this, you can see that this right here, it says identified. You see, first time home by exception, targeted areas. There's a link that you can click on, and once you click on that link, it's going to bring you on the map. But these are some areas, census tract, and you can see if you find a property in these areas right here, with these numbers, look at the numbers, then it might be in a targeted area. So let's jump on over to the map. We're going to click on this right here, and I'm going to show you how to research properties in targeted areas. Let's do it. All right. Once you click on the map, it's going to look like that. Let me move this picture. It's going to look like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to find the address of the property. It's just easier to find the address and to search for it by the address. And you will put the address in this search bar and you will click search, and this screen is going to come down. You want to make sure this says 2025 up here. You want to make sure that this is set to 2024, even though we are in 2025. You want to make sure it's set to 2024, and because it's 2024 2025, so make sure you change that. And once you do that, you're going to find your property that you're looking for. All right. All right, so this particular one, this is in Tampa, 33610 zip code. This one is in a moderate area. That means the area median income in this particular area is below 80%, down to like it's between the 50 to 80% AMI. So the low is 50 and below, and the moderate is 50 but below 80% AMI. This particular property is actually listed on the MLS for sale. If you are interested in more information about this particular property, please feel free to send me a DM. The property. This one is in Ruskin. So let's see if this one is actually in a targeted area. I wanted to do searches outside of Tampa as well. So you see that it's not just based in Tampa. Again, there's Pinellas, there's Pasco, there's Polk County, there's Hillsborough County. So whichever county that you're in or whatever area you are in, just plug in the address into the map and that will let you know if it is in a targeted area. You can find these properties anywhere. So the key is searching, plugging in the address. This one is actually in Ruskin, and as you can see, it is in the upper. It's in the upper area median income. So it is in the targeted area. All you got to do, reach out to your lender, reach out to your realtor, and see how they can help you purchase this home in a targeted area with using down payment assistance. Let's look in Waimama. So that is also another area in the Tampa Bay area that you might want to look into. Do not let the location fool you because sometimes people feel like, well, I don't think it's in that area. You never know unless you look. If you are thinking of buying a house and you want to know if they're in targeted areas, all you need to do is plug in the address into the map. So don't make any decision until you plug in the address because that is how you're going to know if it is. And if the property is in a targeted area, then you should reach out to your lender to see if they have any programs that are available for properties that are in targeted areas. You might be able to buy a house with little to no money out of your pocket if the property is in a target area. So your first course of action is to plug in the address into the map. I will connect the link to the map. And now, bear in mind, I live in Florida, so you might have to find your own whichever state that you're in, because I'm sure that all of these programs are not just based in Florida, but I am in Florida. So plug in the address if you're buying in Florida, plug in the address and see if the address is in a targeted area. And if the address is in a targeted area, reach out to your lender to see if they offer any programs that are based on location, targeted areas. All right, so this one is in Waimama, and let's see if it is actually in a targeted area. So this one in Waimama is in the middle. So that is, it is between 80% and 120%. It has to be below 120%. So 80% and up, but below 120% AMI. So if you are looking to buy a house and you think Ruskin is a great area for you, now Ruskin is about, gosh, 35 to 40 minutes away from Tampa, depending on traffic. If you don't mind the drive, you might want to look into it. Call your lender, see if they have any programs for, if they're doing the targeted programs, if they have that program, and reach out and see if you can buy a house with in the targeted area using the special funds that they have for these programs. So in many cases, homebuyer education is mandatory for first-time homebuyers. Most of the programs that we use, especially here in Florida, most of them require that you get homebuyer education. However, there might be some exceptions for those purchasing homes in targeted areas. specifically if you are purchasing a home in a federally designated targeted area. You make sure that you are consulting with the specific program lender or checking with your local housing agency or speaking with your real estate agent to point you in the right direction. Well, thank you again for hanging out with me. This video actually went longer than I thought it would, but I wanted to give you all the information so that if you are looking to buy a house in the Tampa Bay area, you know what's available and you have choices. If you don't get qualified through the regular or traditional first-time home buyer programs, maybe you might want to look into buying a house in a targeted area where you can get some down payment help to make home ownership affordable for you. Again, my name is Josette Gamble. I'm a local real estate agent right here in the Tampa Bay area. If you've not yet subscribed, go ahead and do that. Hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys. I put a little lip gloss on the next one. Bye.